G'day dear friends, welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy, thank you for joining me. And say hello to all our friends here. Hi Chandri, welcome. Hi Cherry, hi Louise. Oh lovely, thank you so much for coming into the stream. Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about this story. Hi Dinny, hello from Belgium and hello from Australia. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Okay, just to let you know a little bit about this project. This is called, I call it Hare and the Tortoise for the sake of when I'm talking about this project, but I don't know if that's a really good, a good name for a good title. I mean, let's face it, the tortoise there's a fable, the hare and the tortoise, you see, that's why. And, you know, slow and steady wins the race, and all of these little sayings and stuff like that. So, the hare thinks that because the tortoise is so slow, and I'm only saying this for the people that don't know this fable. The story goes is that, you know, they race against each other, and the hare gets a bit cocky, you know, and he goes, oh, look, I'm going to beat this turtle, whatever, you know what I mean? And of course, all the turtle does is he goes and slow, he's just going at his pace, very slow, and the hare all of us, you know, races, and he's almost at the start, and he thinks, well, you know what, this turtle's it's going to be a long time, I'm going to have a little nap. Then all of a sudden, you know, the hare has his nap, and of course the tortoise wins and crosses the line before the hare. So I always think of that story when I was a little girl, always, and I refer to the saying sometimes, you know, when in my life, you know, slow and steady wins the race. So, but it doesn't apply here, but I don't know, you know, this is like, what is it? The tortoise on the hare? I don't know. I'm not sure what to say. Where are the crowns? I found the button. Hi, Angie. What does the crown symbol mean? Oh, look, it just means that you're a #1 fan. That's all it was. You know, but you know, it can get annoying because it chops and changes. Anyway, so back to this. So yeah, so that's. And, you know, this is a concept which, you know, these are a couple of royalty-free images here, and I've mixed and matched, and I do that a lot in Affinity Photo, and I make myself a reference from royalty-free references. Okay, so clear that up. What else can I say? Yes, so this project has been, was started, and we've sort of got a little bit left to go. So I thought every now and again I will bring in on YouTube what we're doing over there at Patreon with our projects, and this is an example of a simple cute little project that's not intimidating. And I'm up to, well, I haven't quite finished, of course, you can see it's not finished. The grasses need to be done, and more of the fern needs to be done. Look at his legs and stuff like that. So there's still a little bit to go, but I thought I'd, you know, bring it in and show you what show you what we're doing over there. I got distracted. I just read what Dinny said. Dinny goes, the tortoise takes an Uber. I like that. That is very, very funny. Very, very funny. Very good. Hi, Nuria. Hello. Now, at the end, or not at the end, but close to the end, I want to talk about not so much an art supply. Okay, so I'm going to show you this, something like this at the end. This is not an art supply, but something that you can show your art off in a low or a cost-effective way. So hang in there till the closer to the end. You know, I've been shopping, and I'll tell you why I've done this. There's always a reason, always a reason. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so so it's all taped up. Now I'm not going to finish this. I know that I'm not going to finish this, but and I'm probably about 70% of the way. Yeah, hi Jelena, hello. How's the new art space going? Yes. All right, so just to let you know what I've got around me, I've got a whole heap of greens. All the greens that, for PanPastels that is. I've got all, I always do this every time. I always dig my nail in by mistake into the pan. So I've got all kinds of greens with me. Please don't ask me to name them. I used to know them all off by heart. Hang on, let me do that so I know that that's there. A few greens here. They probably belong to families. I'm wide awake this evening. Should be here to the end. Oh, okay, cool. I got something to show you, Jelena. I'm not quite sure if you came in at that time when I said something. So I've got all of these lovely greens. And look, I may not use them. Of course I'm not going to use it. Oh, bugger. Look at that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So just so you know, when I'm reaching, you'll know that I'm reaching for pans. Actually, that's probably the one that I want. Funny that. And so look what happens when the difference between a well-used pan. But mind you, I think this is one of the first ones that I've ever had of this colour. Now, I've been painting with PanPastels for more than 10 years. More than 10 years. And yes, I'm just trying to think, more than 10 years, yeah. Yeah. So, oh, Nan, I've got something. Oh, hi, Nan, first of all. Hi, Nan. Okay, sorry. Oh, Cherry says, yeah, sorry, forgot the... Oh, don't worry, darling. Don't worry. Oh. And we've been painting. We've been very busy. We painted a frog. Actually, I should show you that frog too in real life if I can. Okay, so look at the difference between the pans. Okay, Nan, I've got you influence me, okay? All right, and you've seen it, and I've showed you, but wait till the end. I've got an idea. I've always got ideas. Whether they're good or bad is another story. Okay, well, the weather is very hot. Lucky. So it's very stuffy in here. I do have a fan, but not on because it's load. What's load? It's load. Load on what? As in electricity? Okay. Chrissy is using her enable voice. I'm afraid. Yes. Be very afraid. All right. So now, this is a good opportunity to show you. Now, see, this is what happens when I play with things on top of my work. So, I've a few little spots here. So I'm going to vacuum this. So just bear with me for a moment. I put it on charge and now it's really, really loud. The vacuum cleaner, that is. All right, so just, okay, so I have been, I'm checking all my alcohol markers while chatting to you all. I need to see if any have dried up. So far, all good. Oh, okay. Oh, there's things like that you probably have to worry about. I suppose, you know, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. Okay. Knowing your stash, that could take an eternity. Okay, so, back to the, all right then, now there's a few tools which I want to use for this. My hacked up oil painting fan brush, which it is probably, you know, and mind you, I fluked this one. totally, this is, I fluked it. The way I cut it, the shape, I cut it, I fluked it, because it gives me the exact thing, the distance for long tree. You know, when you see an image, or you're driving, or I don't know, you're in a field or something, or you're in mountains, or I don't know, whatever, and you see distance trees, and there's no way that you can paint every little different little leaf and every little tree and stuff like that. So this was the tool, or this is the tool that can do that, or little grasses or little bits and pieces, little dots that appear far away. This is the brush, and it's not something that I bought, it's something that I had in my paint box that I hacked up, okay, you know, using scissors, special nail clippers, you know, like I've got my utilities box, which I show everyone every now and again. This, see that? That's got all my little bits and pieces right next to me, so I don't have to get up off my desk, and I just, you know, close it up at the end of each session. So there's those, and I will be using some other brushes. I have been using PanPastels, Sofft tools. I use everything. I use everything that's going to give me the outcome that I'm going for. Okay, so we've cleared that one up. I just wanted to make sure that for people that are coming in, because, you know, I do get asked, and they go, what the heck is that? They're usually asking me, what the heck is that? Well, it's a little brush that I've hacked up. That's all it is, a little brush, all kinds of brushes. So, actually, what I think I should do, the legs a little bit, because some of the grasses is going to go on top of the legs. Yes, I think I should do that. Oh my God, I need a utility box. I've already been enabled. Is that the one that you chopped up on that light? Yes, it is, Jelena. That is the one. Okay, I'm not going to bed. Last week I fell asleep and I missed a bit. Oh, okay. Don't fall asleep, Dinny. Yes, this is the one. All right. Well, just so I can show you, I will show you. So what happens is that, and I will do this and so you can see. So I get just enough on here, and maybe it might be even too much. I don't know just yet. So all I do is, oh boy, you can't see that. No, that's too close. Ooh. Yeah, so all I do is that. Excuse me. Yeah. Anyway, that's the action. You'd be surprised what you can get away with something that you've got in your paint box. There's probably, I'm sure that there's a lot of tools that you could be using that for your workflow. Okay, so you can make fur with it also. Could be. I saw this perfect tiny makeup brush 2 weeks ago, £35. So I left it in the shop. Well, yeah, well, you might as well, I don't know, buy a brush for that. I mean, like as in an art brush. All right, so, yes, Nan, when you came in, just before you came in, and yeah, there's, do you remember spoon flower? Do you remember, okay, I'm just going to use my, I'm going to use my pastel pencils, and some time ago, or was it last week, someone was asking me about the sharpener, and wow, how pointy that is. Well, and I tried to sharpen this, and sure enough, you know, my pastel pencils broke. But this, and I know that at some point this is going to go, okay, because no matter what sharpener, I reckon how good it is, and it's been doing some really good stuff. These are the kind of sharp points that it's been giving me, and I don't know, I did it on the live and it just didn't work. I'm not sure whether it was the pencil or whether it was the yeah, see, there you go, all these sorts of things. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all that. So, but I've got a backup sharpener in case you ask me. Abigail, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, oh, Angie, you like that sharp? Yeah, so do I. Well, I've got a few more of those because I liked it so much. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just very quickly, I just want to do these feet before I start doing these. And because I had an epiphany, like I had an epiphany, and I'll explain to you about spoon flower and how Nanette enabled me, is what I'm going to say. How Nanette enabled me. I'm not sure if anyone else enabled me on this one, but I'm pretty sure it was Nan. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so, all right, so I just want to do some very, very, I need some, hang on, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet with that. I'll talk about it while I'm painting because, you know, I don't want to bore you too much with my painting. Yes, so a little while ago, and I'll tell you about spoonflower. A little while ago, I can't remember the conversation exact, but we were talking about, oh, come on, where is it? I'm always losing things. No, I just need a burnt sienna. I truly need just a burnt sienna. And this is where oh, there it is, see, hiding. Everything hides. Okay, I'm guilty, but you deserve it. Yes, but I'm glad you enabled me. Okay, so spoonflower is a place where, and I think, yeah, and I think Abigail, I think you were, most of you were around when we were talking about this, going back a bit. Spoonflower is a way of, we were talking about creating designs for fabric, and that's right, table runners, and when I was fixing, oh, hang on, when I was renovating one of the rooms in my house, and I wanted to, I bought a dining table, a new dining table, and I wanted to show off the dining table, and it was table runners, and that's right. I go, wouldn't it be nice if we could, if I could design my own table runner with my artwork, and that's when I think it was Nan that did it. She goes, yeah, there's lots of places. Why don't you try spoonflower? Ah, yeah, spoonflower, and so I did, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I went ahead and I thought, ooh, I went and ordered something, and I go, oh, I love the quality of this. So so what I ordered, and I reckon there's lots of places where you can get this. It's just that, you know, I wasn't able. Yeah, pretty much. And I didn't have time to look, and I had some suggestions. Now, spoonflower, yeah, so apparently they're in Australia, but I think it originally comes from the US, and I suspect, now I don't know, I haven't looked that hard, but I wonder if they're in other countries as well, maybe the UK, maybe Canada, I don't know, Europe maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, I managed to get a hold of I managed to, to get a hold of the site and order. Mine, I think, came from the US. It came from the US. So this is my dilemma. At the end of this year, well, towards the end of this year, towards the end of this year. I've been creating a video about my new art studio. I'm hoping to load it up to YouTube this Thursday week. Looking forward to it. And make sure you share it and share your art with Xrissart for sure as well. All right, back to what I was saying. Yes, so at the end of this year, I'm going to be doing like I'll be exhibiting my artwork. It's a small solo exhibition. I've never done a solo before. I have exhibited, but not a solo. So, you know, I'm busily getting paintings, doing paintings, and anything I do, pretty much, and about 90% of the stuff that I'm doing is you're seeing and it will be in the show, including this little project as well. But what it is that I've got to reference. The catch is that sometimes some of the work that I've been doing doesn't necessarily is not usually the kind of themes that I do, but there is a but. I do surreal things, right? So I mean, of course I do normal stuff, real stuff, but you know, I enjoy the surreal theme. Anyway, I'm almost going to forget why I started this conversation. No, I won't. I'm focused. So of course, when it comes to framing, right, and marketing everything, excuse me, it becomes very expensive, very expensive. And so I've had to find, oh, Chandri, this bunny could be yours, couldn't it? Couldn't it? I just thought of that. Yeah, so I thought of, yeah, how am I going to market this? How am I going to frame my pieces? How am I going to go about selling my artwork? So these are all questions that have been going through my mind for quite some months. Anyway, so back to where I am going to exhibit, and it's called the Hunter Wetlands. For people in Australia, it's a national park, and especially for people in New South Wales, in New South Wales, in the Hunter region, Newcastle area, because that's where I'm from. I'm from New South Wales, but I live close to Newcastle, which is 2 hours north of Sydney. Anyway, so this national park, all the subject that I've got is sort of, you know, theme. It's got to be flora and fauna. So it could be a flower or something that relates to that area. It could be a spider. It could be a pelican. It could be a black swan. It could be well, this is more of a turtle, but you know. Anyway, I'm putting this one in because it's in the tortoise family, isn't it? It's not. It looks more like a turtle than a tortoise, but anyway. So of course now, so I'm doing these projects that sort of relate. You know, I did a pelican with a crown on his head. You know, I'm painting a frog that is dressed like a human. I've painted a swan, a lady with swan, but she's got feathers for eyebrows and, you know, feathers on her, you know, on her chest area and stuff like that. So it's that kind of thing, you see. But all of that needs to be framed, right? So, of course, I'm not doing all pastel work because I've got to produce anywhere between 25 and 30 pieces. Yes, that's a lot. But don't forget, I've had a couple of years to do this. Still, you know, I've got a day job, so, you know, it's, you know, I've got a day job, so it'll, you know, things have to be done when I'm not working. I mean, I have taken time off even to do some of this stuff. I have. So back to the framing and spoon flower. So framing. So of course, you know, I've now taken on the idea that I think I'm clever enough to frame my own stuff. Not really. Not, okay? I'm not that clever. But I'm learning, okay? I'm learning. So I'm trying to do, if I can, things in a cost-effective way. I'm always going to be pasteling. There's no two ways about it. I'm always going to be doing it. Well, I say that today. And it's something that, you know, these need to be framed behind glass. Pastels anyway, but some of my work is in oils, some of my work is in gouache, watercolor, to sort of lighten the load of, you know, how do I frame these? And I suppose you could say, you know, you can do things on a canvas and you don't have to frame those. Yeah, but sometimes, like, I really like the finish of the frame. You know, it really does. Yes, it's true. But I really like the finish of a frame. I think it looks more polished. You know, if I can, okay, if I can. So, which always leads me back to my search for framing things on a, not so much on a budget, but so I'm not spending that amount of money, because I like to frame my stuff behind art glass. And another thing, that is expensive. So what I have done is, all this time I'm trying to think of all of these brainwave ideas. And so I decided, in my infinite wisdom, that sorry, I got distracted. Dinny says, do you use gouache to block some colours in before the pastels? No, it's all pastel. Hi Sneaks, hello. Are you going to sell prints too, Chrissy? See, this is where I'm leading to. Yes is the answer, right? Is art glass non-glare? Yes. Angie, yes. But to the point where the art glass, if you've got art glass, right, it's not only non-reflective, it's UV resists, like there's certain percentage, I don't know, 70, 80, 90% UV resistant. It's things like that. And so it protects the longevity of your art. You know, if you sell your art, or if your art goes to a person who doesn't understand and puts it on the wall, and then there's direct sunlight that comes in, say 3 o'clock every afternoon for years, well, you know, it's going to put a bit of pressure on your artwork, isn't it? I mean, so we use light fast products, acid free. You know, I'm protecting as much as I possibly can the glass and everything. So, but art glass is expensive. So what I've done, oh, that's right, in my infinite wisdom, so I decided, okay, Chrissy, this is what you're going to do. This is the plan. So what I did is I went on Etsy and I bought moldings. Well, I bought one already framed, a molding. And with this particular company, it happened to be an Australian one, a Sydney-based, and I gave him the measurements. I gave him the measurements of my frame because it's one of my big ones, and I did it odd. It's an odd thing. It's not a standard one, so next time when I do things, I make sure that it's going to be standard. But anyway, so I ordered the frame separately, but then I ordered the art glass. I sourced out a place where I could buy art glass, and they cut it for me. So the piece there's a pelican piece that I have. The drawn up one is 57 centimeters by 37. It's really odd. So, you know, it's odd. So of course there wasn't a standard. Of course, then you know, I get the mats, and I didn't have a big enough mat. I do have a mat ball cutter, and I do have mats. The biggest mats, the largest mats I have are 50 by 70. Well, this painting needed a bigger mat than that, you see. So anyway, to cut a long story short, so I find the frame, I find the art glass, and I have got some framing accessories like tape, D-ring hooks, rope, things like that, right? So I'm going to frame this myself, okay? So, and I am terrified. I am terrified that I'm going to stuff it up and it's going to look crappy. But I've got to learn somewhere. And why did I learn on this piece? Look, you know, why did I learn on this piece? You know, do as I say, not as I do. Don't I always say, you know, practice on a scrap thing? Well, maybe I will before I actually put this together. But I think I know what I'm doing. Maybe. So that's the story. Now, I'm going to, so a frame, the piece that I'm going to frame, just the frame, okay? Just the frame and, the frame and the mat board and the glass. The piece that I'm going to do will probably cost me around between 550 to 650 Australian dollars. Just the frame, please. Just the frame. I go, yeah, nope. So with all of the tools that I have bought, it's going to cost me half of that for that size. That's still a lot of money, but I could have paid more. Do you know what I mean? So now I'm going down that lane. That's the journey. Okay, that's the journey. Yeah. So I've seen it done. Okay, I just don't want to miss something. Sorry. Okay, so I've a pastel behind glass, anti-glare and UV resistant, very beautiful. That's right, you see, and I bet you any money, Dinny, when you look at it head on, you can't even tell that there's glass. You almost feel like you just want to touch it because your brain is saying, is that behind glass or is that just like that? Do you know what I mean? So that's another reason. That is another reason, right? So, okay. All right, so I think we're right here. I'm going to now, let me see. I'm going to just put a few pastel pencils before I start doing that. This brush has been the best ever. Louise, Chrissy says, we have a new company here called Frame Fox. Not sure if they send to US too, but you put in your art size and the frame and want whatever you want, yeah, etc. And they get it all ready, but send it to you to frame. Wow, yes. This is like this. This is like this shop in Etsy. It's really a framing place, but they also advertise on Etsy, and I have used them before, and I was really pleased. But I'm happy to try anything. I'm happy to try anything. Yeah. Right. But I was very happy with this. But when I've done it, I will show you. Yeah. Or maybe I can film the process of framing. I don't know. I'll see how I go. Dinny says, yeah, I did not let it fix, so there is some pastel dust in the bottom, but I don't mind that. Dinny, I tell you what you have to do is you put in a spacer between your mat board and the glass, but not visible, and the frame, the actual wooden frame. What you do is you put a spacer. It could be like a cardboard, which is only, say, a couple of centimeters. So when your pastel falls, it doesn't fall and build up on your glass. Sorry, a spacer between the project and your mat board. Okay. Sorry, the project and your mat board. So when the pastel falls, it falls on that spacer, not on your mat board or on your glass. That's the thing. Hi Lisa, hello. Abigail says, I have a drawing I did 30 years ago with pastels. It is framed with a glass. It is hanging on the sunniest place in my house and is still good. Yes, you know why? That means you use really good stuff. Yes, Faber Castell Pastels. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, that was good. Okay, so I'm not fussed too much with these paws here because that is going to be covered with the grass. Let's just go with the grass. Okay. The grasses. Let's do the grass. Okay, well, with this grass, the reference that I'm using, the grass is a bit dead, but I've made it so it's a little bit more lively. But I need to use raw umber, if I may. Okay, I let it frame for. You let it frame by a specialist. He should have done that indeed. Well, you know. I don't know. Okay. Ali, lots of... did Ali come in? Oh, Ali, yes. Hi, Ali. Hello. Not at all related, but why isn't Western Australia very populated with the exception of Perth? Because it's a bloody big state. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It is... Yes, it's a very big... It sort of takes up a third of the country, doesn't it? I can't answer that. I'm not sure. But yes, it's an interesting thought. Hang on a sec. Okay. Okay, so demonstrating using this brush. The colours that I'd like to use are, actually, you know what? It's more this. But that's a bit too warm. That's a bit too warm. I don't want it that warm. You know what? I need to go dark first. I need to go a little bit darker here. Okay, so what I might do is sporadically, I might sporadically, oh, here we go. I'm going to do some damage here. It's, look, it's stuck. You know, it's screwed on crookedly. Oh, look at that. No, I'm not touching that. I'm going to do some damage to my artwork, and it'll happen right here live. Look, I've screwed it on. And you know, it's in the thread. There's a gap here. Only I could do this. Only I could do this. Okay, so I want a soft brush. Okay, I watched the Bodhiana Monastery in Perth on YouTube. Oh, okay, it's a Buddhist monastery, really? Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I just need to apply some darks just in the foreground, but not so much in the background, because, you know, as you go in the background, it gets lighter and lighter, and you need to push. Yes, so I haven't finished this story. It's a very long-winded story. So framing. So then now we come to some months ago, when, of course, now I've got to think about marketing. How do I market it? You know, the venue where I'm going, they will market a little bit, but they're not going to market it a whole heap. That costs money. So I have to figure out ways to market and to sell my art as well, because some of it, because I'd really like to sell something, but I'll come back to that in a moment. So I really want to give myself the best opportunity I can. So some of the pieces that I have, I think, are going to be a bit too expensive for a bit. I mean, I don't think I'm going to sell any of the expensive ones. When I say the expensive ones, I mean ones that are worth, not worth, the ones that I'm pricing between, say, 2,000 and 3,000. Okay, there is no way that it's gonna, no, it's not. So I've decided that I'm going to do little accessories, like, for example, it could be cushions with certain paintings on, hang on a sec. My dog wants to go out. You know what? It's too cold here, and I've got the doors closed with the aircon nice and warm. So that's why I had to get up, because it'll bring a breeze. I know that's, you can do a doggy door in the glass, but mine is not like that. Anyway, so that's why I have to get up. Okay, have I missed something? What happened? Rain? Oh, look at that. Rain. Oh, let me see. Just seen on TV that we could have 100 millimetres of rain overnight, but still muggy. Oh, that's a lot. Humidity, you see. Lucky you guys. Well, but not the rain, but, you know, it's warm. Ali says, Chrissy, I did buy the Magella titanium class gouache. I haven't tried them. I do like gouache, so I thought I might buy some. Oh, yes. Yes, you're going to have nice fun with that. Okay, so I'm still going. There are patches in this, so, but this brush is sort of doing it for me at the moment, because I've got green, of course. The green, this is only for people that have just discovered me and are wondering what the heck is she doing with that brush. Okay, so this is not for the people that know what I do. Okay, so back to marketing. So, okay, you never know, Chrissy, until you do it. Price yourself high, but offer prints for those people that can't. Well, that's exactly what I'm doing, you see. Yes, it's exactly what I'm doing. Exactly, which leads me to, I think you came in just after I mentioned, and it's Nan is the one who is enabling. She enabled me this time. Okay, she's getting hers back, I would say. So, oh, that's okay for it to go there. That's fine. So, yes, so I'm doing prints and cushions, maybe cushions. So now going back to spoon flower, and there's lots of places like Vistaprint, and there's lots of places where they, you know, where you can get your stuff printed on fabric, and it could be, I don't know, napkins, coasters, whatever. Or, like, the list is so much, but see, there's only so much that I can do as well financially, you know, because all of these marketing things cost money. See, that costs money. So I've got to work out a strategy of how, what items I can do this. Prints, yes. Prints, yes. I don't know, placemats. And spoon flower, and why I come back to spoon flower have got things home decor, like, for example, table runners. You can design your own print, as in art print. So there's so many things, you know, doona covers, cushions, tea towels, you know, all of that stuff. So, but yeah. So yes, print is one. Like, I'm going to go to Vistaprint, and I might even do like a little booklet or something. But that's probably more of a memento for me, actually. But of the of my solo exhibition. Yes. So so you can see that this is. Actually, I like what this has done to the green underneath. This is really good. And it's this green. It's permanent green. Yes, extra dark. Oh my gosh. Okay, Chrissy, I have been to a print expo where they show all the last printing methods. You know what? You find all of these fantastic places. Where do you find these places? Oh, wow. There must be something here in Australia as well. Wow. And so what other ideas do you think? I know there is Redbubble, But you know what? Redbubble's expensive. Redbubble's expensive. Oh, Angie, towards your big show donation. Thank you for the super chat, Joe. Look, Angie, you are too kind. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, girl. Okay. So, when I say that, give me 15 more minutes, not even, and I will talk and I'll show you what I mean of what I'm thinking. I'm trying to make this inexpensive. Hang on, I just need to close this door. It's bloody freezing here. Okay. Hi, Lynn. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I will buy a lottery ticket. Oh, jeez. Okay, okay. Oh, thank you so much, Angie. You're a sweet girl. Sweet girl. Okay, so what I've done is I've just added some contrast, really, of what I'm about to put down. And I just need to do this in the background first. So let me just go a little bit light here before I do anything. So a really light pastel-y green that's not warm, that's more cool. That looks like it's blue-green tint. Would that be, it looks warm to me. Oh, look, I'll be looking for that. Okay, a cool green, and it's more like, yes. But not so light. There we go. And that is phthalo green light, I believe. Yes. Yes, yes. Phthalo, look at the difference. More warm, more cool. Okay. So it's all in the application here. Okay, so if anyone's got like suggestions, I would really love it, because what I thought I was going to do is what I'm going to show you in a minute. Prints. I thought of cushions. You know, but I don't want to spend a lot of, well, I have to spend, obviously, but I don't want to spend a lot. I already do. Who am I kidding? Okay, I thought I have enough pan pastels, but when I see all the colors, I get a need to buy more. Yes. Isn't that always the case? Chrissy, Ali says, have you bought the Dr. P.H. Martin's Radiant? Yes. Yes. Yes, I have. And the Hydrus ink, yes, I have. It is a special order on their website, which they don't do refunds. Why don't they do refunds? Is there a reason? I wonder. That gets a bit sus when they don't do refunds. Well, obviously, if you're going to use it, of course, but I understand that. But for what reason? There's got to be a reason. But yeah, why would you get a refund when you bought an art supply? Unless it's broken, right? Unless it's broken, I get that. But if it's not broken... oh, you've got the full set of Syndrome? Wow. Okay, so... I know that this looks a bit funny on screen. I'm not quite sure if it's coming across like that. Maybe it is. I don't know. So, well, you know, there's no detail. Okay, so... Okay. The brush. Okay, this is the brush that I'll just see what I can get with this for a start. Now this pan pastels are designed for little to no dust. Disclaimer, what I'm doing does create dust. When you're using soft tools and soft tool sponges, little to no dust. But when you're doing what I'm doing, it does get a bit dusty. But I'm going to get the outcome I want. Now here on top of if I put too much there, I can vacuum that and I can start again almost, because you know, we all know that pastel is forgiving. So I need to add texture to my painting. So this is how I'm going to do it. But I stuffed that up. Hang on. I put too much. Oh, that did it. That worked. Okay, let me see. Placemats, good idea. Yep. I see a lot of placemats at art shows. Good idea. Yes. As soon as we get them all. Let me see what else. Coasters, always. Yep. Abigail says, Chrissy, just go visit a museum. Yes. Store, see what kind of merch they have. A cushion is nice, but not practical. Okay. Think of a t-shirt print. Everybody's always happy to show something original. Yes, I like that idea. I will. I like that idea. Yeah, I do. Okay, so now I want to use. I'll just keep on going here for a little while. There is only just certain ones that. Now I'll just show you a trick that I do. And you've seen this before. Okay. It's more it's more shadows here. More of a cast shadow. Let's go raw umber extra dark, hey? Oh, let's put that black away. It's another color which I use a lot, as you can see. I just want to I'm putting in a dark where I don't want it to create mud. That's done something there, I think. So I'm going to continue with this kind of thing the whole way through. Just find little bits, because these are all little grasses, and there's no way I'm going to do each individual grass. What's that? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's just, yeah, I mean, well, I can, but, you know. And then go in with a very tiny brush and just make a few suggestions. Yeah, there we go. I've just got to be careful where I've painted it light. But that's what this brush does. Okay, make your art on pencil bags. Yeah, or art supply bags. Like tote bags. Lisa? Yeah, yes. I do worry about breathing in the pan pastel dust. Yeah, well, don't do it like this. Don't do it like this. If you do this, I think pan pastels are probably one of the safest pastels out when we're talking pastels, because when you use a soft tool sponge, hardly anything. Truly hardly. What is it? Do as I say, not as I do. All right, so something like this. Now, I only do this when I'm happy with what I've done here. So I grab my glassine. Oh, look, I've got a glassine right here. And what I do is I press. I press. And that stays. That stays. This is a trick that I have been doing for a very long time. And I just need to vacuum here. And now I'm going to show you something in a minute. So again, this is not going to, it's not finished. Okay, so this is this little fella. It's not bad. But I'm going to keep on building here. Keep on building, keep on building. So just let me put these aside, and I just want to show you something because I'll need this space. Yes, so because you people are the ideas people. You people have got so many great ideas. I'm thinking, oh, wish I thought of that. Wish I thought of that. This is me constantly saying that. Sorry, I'm just moving things, so I need space. I need space. I don't want to damage anything. Just let me put some of these aside to give myself some space. Yeah, so this is what... my mind is always racing. What can I do here? What can I do there? And where it's not going to, you know, cost me an arm and a leg. I mean, that's all I don't want that. You know, my art supplies cost me an arm and a leg. I don't want anything else costing me an arm and a leg. All right, so this is this little fellow. So this is will be continued on Patreon with Xrissart. So for all of those who are wondering, I'll just get this out of the way. For $4 a month, US dollars that is, you have full access to my all projects on my Patreon channel. Sometimes you will see me doing my personal ones step by step in real time, and then you'll see some of the tutorials that I do. So for $4 a month, I reckon that's pretty cheap, really. Good, actually not cheap, good value. I think that's the word, good value. All right, so let me zoom out. And you see it's a purchase that I've done, you see. So let me zoom out because I need, that's the other way. Okay, more this way. I mean, I could do mouse pads. This is my art. I've had this forever. I could do mouse pads. Yeah. I think if I remember that's a good idea. I should do mouse pads. That's from I think it's from Vistaprint, that one. Yeah, Vistaprint are really good. They do so many really cool things, and I think Vistaprint are everywhere, really. All right, so this is spoon flower. This is spoon flower. If you want to screenshot that. So what I did is I so what I did was this fabric. Whoa, hang on. I just need to do this. Because I'm going to knock my pastels, and they're right there, and I know I'm going to do something. Hang on, just let me keep on moving stuff. You probably can hear my dogs. They're outside playing. You can still hear them, but that's good, isn't it? And they play, means that they're happy. All right. So, oh, stretched out. There we go. Stretch it out. So what it is, it's a wall hanging. You know, it's a wall hanging. And it's really, really good quality fabric. So on the back, let's go on the back first. So on the back, it has, turn that off. On the back, so this is what it is. Drum roll. That's it. So this is a fabric. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. It's 55% linen, 45% cotton. So really good quality, really good quality. But if I wanted to, it's good for me, or if you wanted to give someone a nice gift or something. But if I want to do like a mass production, when I say mass, I mean somewhere in the vicinity of, say, I don't know, 5 of these and I don't want to do all of the projects. It could be 5, you know, if I've got 25 paintings, just doing 5 of these. I don't know how much it was. I don't want to lie to you. I don't know. It was not $100, but you know, for one. And I suppose if you do more, it becomes cheaper, of course. But I wanted to see what the quality was. So this is, well, you know, this is my logo image, or how people know me. And so then what happens? And these are magnets. I don't know what this sticky bit is. I don't know what that is. I wonder if it's so it doesn't scratch the wall. I don't know what that is. Someone please tell me. So Chrissy, if someone pays the extra money for the merch, they want to show it off. So a t-shirt, a bag, a mug, etc. Yes. Yes. Oh, look, Abigail, don't worry. I'll be going down that track. I like the idea of a t-shirt. A bag. I like the bag. I like the bag. Mug's good too, yeah. The only thing with the t-shirt, you've got to get quite a few sizes, you know what I mean? So, but other than that, see, now look, see, magnetic. So, having said that, the top part is the hanging part, right? So, let's just do this. So I'll make sure I get it straight, right? It was straight before, so. Just getting it on the seam there. There it is. It's magnetic. Oh, it's there. Okay, hang on. There we go. And I do the bottom. Same thing. Same thing with the bottom. Right? So I'm thinking, wow, well, that's a really good idea. Okay, Chrissy, if someone pays the... Oh, yeah, I know. Sorry, I got that. Sorry. I read that. So... Now, I go, well, this is a really good one. So what I thought is, let me see. Okay, actually, let me leave. I'll spread this out. Leave that out because it's nice to see. So this is very good quality. This is very good quality. Okay. So I went looking on Temu. Chrissy, you don't have to... Oh, gosh. Okay, what is it? Okay, you don't have to give out money. Have an online shop when someone orders something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that. When someone orders something, you order. Yeah, I'll set that up. I'll set it from my my website. So guess where I went? I'll give you one guess. You know when I say that word, you know where I've been. And mock up a picture. Yep, okay, got it. Guess where I went? So I thought, let me have a look at what else is affordable, or that it's not going to cost me much. And this is only for the show, okay? It's not for permanent. It's only for the show, okay? I need to clarify, for the show, right? So I went to Temu and I went looking for the same thing. Same type of thing. You can see that it's not the same quality, okay? But I bought these because I wanted to see what quality it is. Right, so there's that, and you can order various sizes. So this is, let me see, I'll tell you in a minute. This is 30. I know it's okay, 31 centimeters. So that's. And that's all you really need, because you can have it as long as you want. So I thought to myself, if I'm doing something like A3, so there it is there, 31 centimeters, so on either side. Okay, so there's this one. And it's magnetic. Right, so there's that. So that's one type. That's and you can have various various types of wood. This doesn't look like it's real wood to me. It looks like it's some. I mean, it might be, but it's not plastic. Maybe it's wood and they've wrapped a laminate around. Mock up. Hi everyone, I'm actually awake. Hey Vicky, hello my dear. Haven't seen your face in a while. In the shop, that is, not here. Okay, so there's that one. So that's this type. Then I've got this type. Can someone please tell me what is that? What is that? Is that like this one where it's got this? No, it's not there. Is that this business? See that? I've been around stalking in the shadows. Yeah, right, okay. Vicky? Okay, might be bamboo. Yes. Yeah, good point, Louise. Yeah, good point. This one doesn't feel heavy at all. I wonder if. Oh, this is different. Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot. This one. Ah, now I know what this is. Yeah. Okay. This one is one where there's no magnet business going on here. You just stick your page, you stick your paper or or whatever it is that you're sticking in here, and that probably, this probably will keep it, secure. Now I know what this is. Aha. There you go. So I better put that back in. I probably won't use these, but I might use something else. But anyway, look, I'll put it together. I'll see what it wants me to do. So let's do that. I'll put this back in the plastic. And of course, these were considerably cheaper than spoon flour, but the quality is not the same as spoon flour. But if you're trying to do, you know, if you're selling prints, I don't know, we're talking cost-wise, you know. But I like what you said, Abigail, having the shop and taking the orders. I like that. Yes, I like that idea. And I think, what's this one here? This one has got the magnets. Okay, so this one has got the magnets. So let me see how... See, it's not very heavy. So and this one is wood. This one is wood. I wonder what they've done. Yeah, I think they must have put like a little laminate thing. And there's that. Oh, heck. Well, I know what I have. I have to glue this down, it looks like. Oh, okay, so it's like that. Okay, so that's okay. I'll glue that down. Oh, wow. You'd want to secure that. I would secure that with glue. Okay. Yeah, so this is an... Oh, I see. So this is an idea. Let me have a look on how... pressed wood, yeah, could be. Could be. So let's have a look. So when we're comparing... Yeah, you can't compare. Let's compare apples with apples because these ones got magnets. And this is heavier. This is wood. This one here from Spoonflower is with wood. But for the purposes of this exercise, and this is me just trying things like, you know, this is the... Put that together with there. No, this one here. The one that's got... brother. I mean, imagine that this is 30 centimeters across, right? So that's an idea as well. So these are the things that I've been thinking about and playing with. So showing you this is not an art supply, but it's showing you how to, maybe it's an idea for showing you how to show your art. You can do anything. I mean, it could be paper even. Do you know what I mean? Like it could even be paper, like a really nice paper print, not a canvas print or what this is. I mean, this is linen and cotton. Yeah. All right. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Oh, by the way, I haven't forgotten about the miniatures. So, and I didn't finish. I've still got a little bit to go with that. So all of those, this was last week's little project, which this is PanPastel on Pastelmat, the mini. And by the way, Nan, I saw your mini. It's absolutely delightful as well. All right, so, and I'll be doing quite a those, you know, maybe next week. I was thinking of doing oil pastels on one of those. How do you think I would go with that? Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, so ideas. Hang on, I'll just finish off with that. There we go. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming into the stream. Hopefully I'll finish my little Hare and the Tortoise project. I really need to finish that. Really, I mean, I need to finish it. So I'm always needing to finish to get, and I've got so many. Oh, one more thing I need to show you. My frog. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, one more. Now it's not going to film properly, but There it is there. It's shiny. You can't see because of the lights and the shine, but really it looks, that's the vibrancy of it. And as you can see, I've left the best till last. Haven't even touched the hands. I'm contemplating my navel. I'll show you some ideas. I've kept the brochures from the expo. Oh, fabulous. Could you put that on Share Your Art with Xrissart? Oh, I'd love to see that. Yeah, so I'm not touching here because the paint is still wet because it's only been a couple of days. But yeah, ain't the dapper dude, yes. So, now I will leave it there. So that's what's been happening on Patreon with Xrissart. All of these lovely little projects that you get to see in real time. So, but I will do, you know, shorter videos, but just to let you know. Why is he shiny? Because it's oil, and I've been using linseed oil because it's not pastel. It's not pastel. Yeah. All right. That's it, folks. That's, as Bugs Bunny would say. No, as Porky Pig would say. That's all, folks. Bye for now, everyone. Thank you for your company. Okay, bye for now. Nice weekend, nice week. Okay, bye.